Hey everybody, what's happening? It is Saturday. Dono makeup stream session. Everybody here in the stream right now, the chat's usual suspects, hanging out. Nice mellow stream today because, you know, Saturday people doing things unless you're trapped inside, it's raining, it's cold, or you've done what you needed to early in the morning and it's later in the afternoon, early evening, and you want to hang out with me for a little bit. We're going to be listening to some songs. We're doing just a makeup session today. I will not be accepting any dono boosts or anything. And I actually have a limited time, and I've got about a dozen or so here, so we're going to get right to it. Outside of that, yesterday we had a badass stream. We had some great music yesterday. Right, guys? For those of you on the stream, and we're here for yesterday. What an incredible stream yesterday. I'm going to be editing that out and putting it on our YouTube VOD, of which, if you're watching this on the YouTube VOD, thank you, first of all, for that. Or, number two, if you want to join me live, the links are down below. You can come over, play the Wheel of Cheese. We might listen to one of your tracks if you get lucky. So, what do you say we get going? I'm going to start with one of our profile members, Derpy Cat Dog. We're going to do, let's see what Derpy Cat Dog would like us to check out. We are going to be listening to I'm not going to get this right. This one is going to be Gürschach is the name of the band, and the name of the song is Saint Anger. So it's a Metallica cover. So his message is, hey, G, it's been a while since you popped in. Well, you popped in, and here you go, and I hope you're doing well. So, yeah, well, I wanted to get to, I saw what you said earlier on the chat, so I said, let's get to Derpy Cat Dog. All right, guys, here we go. Once again, the band or artist is doing a cover of Metallica's song Saint Anger, and the name of the artist or the band is Gürschach. All right, guys, let's go. Great bass tone, man. It's always going to be with better drums when it's a cover. Ooh, shots fired. What a powerful intro for that, yeah? God, I like this guy's voice. I also like the lead work also has a little bit of the effect mimicking on it. I'm sorry, but every time I look at the bass player, I think of Wolfie Van Halen. Yeah, these guys are crushing it. Powerful cover, really close to the mark, but obviously there's very unique things about it that make it their own. That bass is so badass because it's unprocessed. Or minimal processing. The screaming crybaby. Love that. Okay, these guys absolutely crushed it, but I like what you were saying there, Derpy Cat, which is the fact that they also changed the lyrics as well as they added a guitar solo. I don't recall hearing that guitar solo there. I don't think I listened to the song more than 10 times since they released it. But and it's funny because we were just talking about the overprocessing and all that, or my opinion of what seems to be a bit more overprocessing in the sounds now and then. With a lot of metalcore and different kind of metal. But in this case, this was released 4 years ago. I don't know when they released this, but this was what I was talking about, where you have the most unleashed, untethered, authentic, rawest power of metal, thrash metal. And like this is the best representation as far as I could align myself with when I talk about the rawness of just the pure power of the musicians, you know. And now, of course, if you're a fan of Metallica, and of course even a bigger fan of Saint Anger, you know, doing a cover or listening to somebody do a cover can be very, like, you know, nails against a chalkboard. But the very first comment here is, I'm one of the few people who actually like Saint Anger, it seems, but holy shit, this version is lit AF. So even I could see some of the Metallica fans who've listened to that are giving you that. I mean, when that happens, that means, you know, and plus somebody else had mentioned here in the stream and said, hey, can't these guys do like the whole album? Can they go back and have these guys do it? You know, so I thought that was great. Hey, Wheelie, how are you? No, have not done your track yet. So hang in there, my friend. It's coming around the corner really fast. So anyhow, thank you so much, Derpy Cat Dog. I'm just glad I was able to get this to you before I think you had to run out and go do something. But it says Saint. Does it say Saint? Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. It's Street Anger, I guess, because it just says st.anger. So I've in my old ways, in my Roman way of reading English, an st in the period would mean Saint Anger. But if it's Street Anger, I guess that's what it is. I don't know, but that's that. Yep. So let's go on. I know some people are asking about the Wheel of Cheese. If I can get some in before 3:30, I will. If not, I won't be able to. But I'm going to keep plowing away. So let's fire off into the next song. As a matter of fact, the next song is Jake in Vienna. How are you, Bubba? What's going on? Jake wants us to do a track from Celeste. Love the music from Celeste. I love Leanna Rain's approach in writing music. This one is called Little Goth. And it's funny, he goes, you seem to be out of chocolate bars. No, I actually got them in the refrigerator. More Leanna Rain because more Leanna Rain. Very well said. Also in memorial of the team's follow-up game being called recently canceled. Oh, really? What a bummer. Rest in peace, Earthblade. Well, I guess that must have been the developers, maybe. So I love the amount of intensity Leanna is able to build over the course of this track with just one instrument. Oh, yeah, that's barking up my alley. Okay, so this is Celeste's original soundtrack by composer Leanna Rain, and the name of the track is A Little Goth. Let's go. Oh, Earthblade was the game that got canceled. Gotcha. Give us a little tension there. Makes you very insecure right there. And it sounds like a real piano, an acoustic piano, not a modeled one. I love the octave playing up on the high part of the melody. Spooky little move there, leaving that piece unresolved. It's leaving you kind of with a sense of anxiety, the unknowing, which apparently maybe this is the game truly based on anxiety and depression, or is that this little segment here called Little Goth? One of the things is that when you had said earlier about you loved how it was a single piano that was just kind of building, and then you felt a little more of the intensity and the arrangements kind of get a little more powerful Yes, that was obviously obvious with the dynamics of her performance, starting off softer, going louder. And then she expanded the melody by doing octaves on the right hand with the melody, da, 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 whatever. That was all then in octaves. As she was getting louder and a little more aggressive with her left hand work. And then, of course, you know, there was that little cymbal swell that kind of came, just that one other side thing. It was like a... You know, so in the context of what it is that I heard, it was a moving piece, and yet there were a couple times that she put you in despair. When a couple times I was like, oh, listen to that dynamic. So she would make a little turn there to kind of, you know, message out despair. So, so Jake, and I guess as you say, as anxiety and depression is a part of the game structure, then this was an absolutely perfect piece of music for it. Jake, and one quick question as I go through and get ready for the next one. Do you recall, this track is called Little Goth, but where in the game or what was happening in the game when this happened? Let me know. I'm going to get ready for the next track here. The next track is going to be Wheelie Average. Wheelie Average, this is for you. And thank you again, brah. Come on, man. That is such a bold and thank you. That is so kind of you and very generous. I appreciate that very much. I really do. Yes, of course. More Assassin's Creed. How did you know? Stand by. I want to read Jaken's response. This track is over a moment when the main character, Madeline, accepts the part of herself she's been denying the whole game. Wow, that really... that makes sense now, Jaken. Thank you for telling me that. But that's bizarre, though, because what I love about what she did there, based on what you said, is how she left that last chord unresolved. How did it end? Did it end on a sad note? Did it end on a happy note, now that she's resolved to accepting who she is? Leanna leaves you just hanging out there and not giving you that conclusion musically. That's the brilliance of her composition there. Okay, thank you, Jaken, for taking the time and putting that in there. This is going to be Ezio's Family. Okay. This is the original Ezio's Family, probably the most iconic track in the franchise history. I'll be requesting a second track shortly for a fun conversation. Okay, remember, we only do one track a day, though. So if you want to... I'm not doing any more dono boosts or anything today. So if you put one in now, then I can open up with it next time. But we'll do this one. And I definitely do appreciate it. So let's see what we got here. Here's where you would play. But how long ago did I do this, Turnip? Was this one of my original... ones that I think I may have done in RPGs way back in the day, perhaps? I'm not too sure. I'm waiting for Turnip to jump in really quick and let me know by chance. Okay, Wheelie, just by excuse me, just by chance that I did hear this. Okay, yeah, a couple of people have said that I've already listened to this. You're still up to bat. Do you have another one? Or maybe that other one you were talking about, would you much rather have me do that one? Let me know on that. But is that not on the... Oh, Celeste story. No, but somebody else, Rotten Soundgarden, said that I did do it back on the YT channel. Okay, you get the link. And give it to one of my mods like Turnip. I think Turnip's the one that can handle that. And then he can forward it to me because it won't link through on the chat. And so I'll wait for you and chill out and drink some water because we can. How many of you are big fans of Assassin's Creed? From what I understand, it's extremely well known, the game. And on top of that, how many iterations now has there been of Assassin's Creed? Like, this is Assassin's Creed 2. Is there... Oh, it's up to 3. Okay. I see. Gotcha. Yeah, every time I do Assassin's Creed, a lot of people are... Oh, is there really 20 games now? Jeez, okay. Man. And what a hell of a franchise. Are they the same development company, or have they sold it to another one and have improved it? Something like that. Huh. Okay, well, what I'm going to do for right now, since... So, Wheelie, did you have the link, or do you want me to move on to one other person while you get the link to Turnip? Let me know. Turnip, you could put the link inside the chat, right? Oh, okay. Same parent company. Okay, there it is, Turnip. That's what I needed you to do. Mahalo. Okay, stand by. I know you can hear it, but I'm going to put it on this over here. Okay, good. Thank you, Turnip, for that very much. I so appreciate that. Well done. Let me just take care of this. Okay. So here we go. For a wheelie average. Okay, are you ready? Let's do this. This is from Assassin's Creed. This is called, oh, whoops. Wait a second. I made a boo-boo. This is the original. Give me a second. Which is so stunning, isn't it? Beautiful. Let me get this one here. Sorry. Stand by. Okay, this is the one. I'm sorry, my bad. I had something stuck in my clipboard. Let's try this again. All right. Ooh, this is the newer one then. Ooh, I'm going to be expecting some thoughts from the folks in the chats on this. It's like taking one of the most powerful parts of the music, le motif, and leveling up. Boy, they've really taken this into a brand new direction. Little spaghetti western, actually a little punky too. But there they go again, great blend. It's also got a little bit of a vintage surf vibe. I don't know if you guys are picking that up. Yeah, Soundgarden, there is that definite Japanese influence there, but it's a lot more intimate than the original, which was more orchestrated score. Because I am a vintage surf vibe. This is a very unique twist. right, guys. So here's a classic case of a game advancement, wheelie average. Oh, he just pops on. Let me see what he has. A Japanese influence. I thought you'd enjoy this. Yes, I do really enjoy the twist. But because I'm kind of familiar with some of the past arrangements, this now actually puts me in the position of like, I kind of like that original, beautiful, orchestrated aspect of it. But change does happen, and if the production company and the devs decided to recreate that, we actually heard that happen on Halo. And quite a few other games, especially Final Fantasy. But I think the Final Fantasy franchise, you know, tons of games, changing technology and stuff like that. So you change music, obviously, that goes along with that. Or anything that's been around a long enough time to change everything from, you know, 8-bit to 16 to 32 to onwards, and different styles of compositions. What I found unique about this, and yesterday also, Wheelie, we listened to the other one that was of the newer game, is that they have honored still the melodies of it, but instead of it making as bold as an orchestrated, wide, beautiful, seductive piece, they made it a little more contemporary by even changing up some of the arrangements in certain ways, like what we just heard that kind of went into that vintage surf guitar vibe or spaghetti western, or for that matter, there was a couple lines in there that reminded me of a couple things like Mission Impossible or Cool Hand Luke-ish, or Enter the Dragon, which was by composer Lalo Schifrin. You know, using that the guitar in that same capacity is the kind of surf guitar vibe. You know, so, but I really enjoyed this. I think truly for me to really sink into this at some point in my life, I'm going to have to, you know, start playing a little bit of this. But I like, without a doubt, I like that they truly honored original melody leitmotif very well. You know, and there was still the legacy Japanese instrumentation in there, but once they got into the little more the hipper production and stuff, I'm just kind of curious how. I think the last thing I want to say about this is that since the game hasn't been released yet, I'm wondering if the change in the music is going to have the same significant representation as in the change in the gaming physics. Ooh, I use big words there, huh? Gaming physics. Anyhow, not making fun of the people who do it. I'm just saying for me, it's like, ooh, I learned new words, and hey, I flex on it. So it'll be curious to see once the game is out how any changes in that represent also the changes in the music. I don't know. I guess we're going to be checking it out soon enough. I guess maybe March, right? Something like that. So, yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Wheelie, once again, I can't thank you enough. Extremely generous donations. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, man. I have to buy more food for Temptation Island. Thanks, my friend. Next up is A Coral Reefer. A Coral Reefer, are you here smoking amongst us? I mean, reefing? I mean, hanging out? Let's see what A Coral Reefer would like. Oh, we're going to do some synthwave. How are you, A Coral Reefer? A Coral Reefer without, what do they call it? Doxing. Do you live by the ocean? Are you a surfer? So let's see what we got here. The name of this track is Distance Between Dreams. Oh, so funny. I just said that, and there's like the thumbnail of this is a surfing thing. So maybe this has to do with a movie. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Virginia Beach. Is that what VB is? Maybe. Something like that. So this is called The Workx, with an X at the end. Very kind of clever with that. This song is from a movie, Distance Between Dreams, which is about mainly Ian Walsh surfing the El Nino swells of Jaws. God, yes, sirree. The composer, Junkie XL, is a... Oh, really? Wait a minute. Are you telling me that Ian Walsh is a composer as well? I had no idea. Please tell me that's true. That would be badass. I had no idea if that's what you're saying. Anyhow, the composer Junkie XL is a perfect composer to use his mixes and synths for this movie. It just mixes well, and the cinematography as well as the movie is shot. He's composed movies such as Man of Steel. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So Junkie XL is the name of the... Okay. Sorry. I got all excited. I was like, another big wave surfer that composes? Well, I'm not really a big wave surfer. I stop at about 20 feet, or at least I did when I was younger. Anyhow, the original video posted by Junkie XL had audio issues, which as being too thin. I just found another video that has better quality, although not a lot of views. That's fine. Thank you so much for that, A Coral Reefer. I was all pumped. I was like, surfer composers for the win. Let's go. All right, here we go. Nice build. Still maintaining a nice ambience with the ethereal, but still maintaining the synthwave vibe. Hey, MP3 Junkie, how's it? Dynamics, more of a lift in the energy by pushing the arpeggiation forward. Oh, I love this. This is magical right here. Yeah, Coral Reefer, he really accomplishes that vibe. But this is our second breathing point in the track, and that's what I love about it. He's staying within the confines, if you would, of the original palette of synth modules he's got, and it's just giving us moments to, which is ironic because those breathing spots, it's like holding your breath underwater. You know? Or when you're duck diving and you're getting pushed back. Soundgarden did Jean-Michel Girard. Did he do the music for the Big Blue? I don't know, man. If I was trying to escape the impact zone, it wouldn't be as beautiful as this. I'd be all paranoid. So for me, since I've never seen the movie, this would seem like it would be a scene where maybe it's a foil guy doing something, or a tow-in, or something that's, you know. You know, and that's another thing that's wonderful about being a composer for surf movies, because a lot of it is the music and image when highlight reels like this are played. So the composer gets a great chance to shine. I like how he lets us go with the arpeggiation. And if you know anything about surfing or something, if you're coming up from underwater, as you're coming up the white water, you could feel the bubbles running up against you that are kind of guiding you up. If you're a surfer, you know if you know. What a wonderful track, A Coral Reefer. Yes, somebody else had said it earlier. I'm going to have to definitely, I think Snows in Australia dropped it. I'm definitely going to have to watch this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it tonight. Who knows? Maybe I'll listen to the whole soundtrack and I'll kind of glow on the whole soundtrack and do a special little bit of a listening session. I loved it. I love this kind of music. You guys know me. I'm not elitist in any which way or another on, you know, types of music, sounds of music, instrumentation, digital, sampled, sequenced. AI, meh, not quite on board with that. But, you know, all kinds of music to my ears. Just make me feel something, man. If you make me feel something, I'm all in. So, what did you say it was? It's only on the Red Bull app? Crap. Oh, well, I'll find a way to see it one way, shape, or another. Arctic Coral, or A Coral Reefer. Thank you so much. And, God, I wish I had my camera outside, my live camera pointing out of my window here right now. It's 18 feet, a little offshore winds. Waimea Bay, the boil is kicking a little bit. All of the reefs in front of the house are all broken up, but you'd be appreciative of it coming from your side of the world. No, Gummy Bear, I've never composed for surfing. I missed that window tremendously because I wasn't in the clique of surf movie producers, which is ironic. Now in my retirement, quote-unquote retirement years, I've got some of the most powerful professional surfers, you know, the Florence brothers and Nicole and all these guys. They live 2-3 miles away and they've got all their people there. But, you know, now they go into stock music and they do what they do. And that's okay, too. It's the trajectory of composition. But, I mean, if one of those guys did say, hey, Geebz, would you mind writing a little something? And I would be so in on it. And I know I'd be able to have a blast doing it, you know? So I think that would be just kind of like pumping, I would think. So, yeah. Well, I look forward to looking at this at Coral Reefer and I appreciate it. What did you say? 8 feet at 9 seconds. Ooh, those are close in. We're at, let me take a look at the Waimea Bay buoy really quick, and then we'll go on to more music. But, you know, you talk me into surfing. We're going to... the buoy is reading right now. We are... the seconds aren't really that big, but we are 7.5 feet at 9.6 seconds. I'm sorry, 13 seconds. Sorry, 13-second intervals. So we got some breathing room, but this next storm that's coming in is pushing in this swell, so it's right on top of us. But we're getting the first runs of the swell before the wind gets right on top of it and turns it into a washing machine. So anyhow, surfer talk for the win. Next up, the driver 458. Are you here? Driver 458. Where are we? The driver 458 wants us to listen to, I think it's a band called Leisure, and the name of the track is Slipping Away. The message is a super laid-back track from a super laid-back band, Leisure, from New Zealand, known for putting out special laid-back tracks. So I think we're going to have a laid-back experience. This is a song for you to sit back in a reclining chair and just slip away for good times. Oh, guys, he's challenged us to lay back and slip away for good times. Let's do this from the driver. All right. It has a little bit already of that Barry White, sexy, Motown-y vibe here. Oh yeah, baby. Come on over here and take off your weaves. Unzip your ankle boots. And back it up.
I should take you. I should set you free. I should defend you. I should let this be. I keep on slipping away. I keep on slipping away. I keep on slipping away. I keep on
You're right, this is so laid back, so wonderful. What's beautiful about this is recently written,
I can't escape you.
but the master mix out has that high end kind of rolled off, so it has that
Let
warmth.
this breathe. I can't commit to. I can help you see. I keep on slipping away. I keep on slipping away. I keep on slipping away.
Singer has a wonderful falsetto.
Keep on slipping away. I just wanna be what you deserve. No, I gotta show what you are worth. All I wanna do is make it work with you. I just wanna be what you deserve. No, I gotta show what you are worth. All I wanna do is make it work with you.
Laid back, super sexy.
I keep on slipping away. I keep on slipping away. I keep on slipping away. I keep on slipping away.
The melody. It still rings in your head. What a beautifully The driver, that was as leisurely and chill and laid back as you could possibly get. Whether you're like, for me, I was sitting, it's like I'm in my mind just sitting watching kind of the sunrise with just a cup of coffee and just wanting to get into a fine groove for the day, regardless of what's ahead of me. This was a perfect track for that. Had that funky, laid back, super sexy vibe, kind of mostly a derivative of the 70s and the way I felt it and the way the vibe was. Once again, though, I do want to go back to the fact that this was released in 2021, but I loved how they gave it the authenticity by putting a little bit more of attention to the mastering process and how they rolled off probably from like 12K to 16, which would have given it that softer, more warmer tone without having to mess around too much with, and maybe they scalped off 200 and 0 to 200, but it gives it that nice warm vibe, an authentic vibe of some of the analog-y kind of vibes. Vibe is what I'm saying. That's what I was vibing about. So thanks to Driver. Mahalo. Is Judgment Kazi in the house? Judgment Kazi. Oh, we're shifting gears, guys. We're going to get ourselves into a little bit of metal, he says. This is Coldrain featuring Rio from Crystal Lake. The name of the song is Mayday. And so let's see what we got here. Hey, Geebz. So this is the track Mayday. The track was used as an opening track for the anime Fire Force, an anime about firefighters who fight fires starting demons. Wait. Who? Oh, I'm sorry. An anime about firefighters who fight fire-starting demons using, well, fire. Okay. Sorry. I'm only going to do so good with that. I guess they took fighting fire with fire literally, LOL. But this track got me so energized for the episode, I had to share it. And he uses it in his drive home. And so, guys, let's do this. Once again, this is Coldrain featuring Rio from Crystal Lake. The name of the track is Mayday. Ready? All right. Wow, this is badass.
Take what you got and leave now. You're wearing out your welcome. No one here wants to see you cheer, yeah. Think that you
Great sounding vocals, very well produced.
devil will come. You know just why he wants you, don't you? Your crooked desire left us incarcerated, misguided, defiant. It's a point of no reason. You started a fire. You're gonna watch it burn. Try to save yourself like you always do. Every bridge we build, you think it's
Wow,
just
powerful
burn
hook.
it down, just burn it down. When everything is gone,
Jeez, this guy's voice.
hurt us out. Screaming Mayday.
See that? That major third in there? That's like, this is like Phrygian heaven.
Done good, unfairly misunderstood. Play the victim, it's so you. What's new? Lie after lie after lie. We all stop counting the crimes. You know why we can't trust
Great
you.
guitar tone as well.
Your crooked desire left us incarcerated, misguided, defiant. It's a point of no reason. You started a fire.
A little bit of the opening melody and the guitar is being played behind this.
Save yourself like you always do. Every bridge we build, you think it's just to burn it down, just burn it down. When everything is gone, you wish you only heard us out, heard us out. Why don't you choke in yourself, swallow the hate and just fucking go?
Wow. Bang that.
You set yourself to light a fire, rising fire and higher. Then someone's wrong, control over bridges burn. All you are is a fucking monster. Watching disaster. You touch it, you break it, you kill it. Just like a careless cancer.
Let's have a little fun with the engineering trickery there for the turnarounds.
You think it's just a burn and down. When everything is gone, you wish you only heard a sound, heard a sound. Every wish we blow. You think it's just a burn it down, just burn it down. When everything is gone, you wish you only heard a sound.
You hear the arpeggiation in the back?
Screaming
Jeez, what a powerful kick-ass track. The fact that they, well, first of all, as everybody's saying, it's kind of mind-numbing that, I guess for some people, that they actually use this as a song for an opening of an anime. What I will say is that obviously there's a lot of engineering trickery that's going on, not to impede or glorify the performances of the musicians, but I'm talking about lo-fi breakdowns and stuff in an era when, like for instance, if there wasn't any of that kind of engineering style trickery that brings us in and out of the dynamics, might be, if you combine those times that they did all that, might have been a great opportunity, you know, for a lead solo, because these musicians are freaking phenomenal. I would have loved to see what they had under the hood as far as solo work. I'm sure there's solo work on other pieces of music, but just by listening to this one. Turnip, when I said Phrygian, what I meant by that is that over that little sense of those couple of chord changes there is where I would have cut loose on a Phrygian style solo, you know, using the mode. That just right there, that kind of crept in there. That's why I said that. This guy's vocals, this lead singer, is just mind-numbing. He looked really young, so he's got some miles on him. And another great thing that actually kind of, you know, when I look at this, is when you have a singer of his capacity, but then you have somebody else that's able to do, you know, the ball twisting, you know, growls and shrieks and stuff like that, plays for the longevity of the band as far as two separate vocals, two separate styles. Love the tones of the guitar. Were badass. The bass, a lot of stuff was in unison. There wasn't a lot of standout arrangement on the bass. That's not an offensive thing I'm saying. I'm just saying that the track really stayed tight to, you know, the marriage of the arrangement between the bass and the guitar, and a lot of it, except for when the bass would have to step it up to give it a little bit of a gallop or something like that. I thought this was a badass track. And as a matter of fact, who was losing their mind? Was it Jakin? Yeah, Jakin was like, damn, this is the best track ever, rah! And you know what's great? That's what I love about doing this, is because we get the opportunities to hear music like this, so to get, you know, build out a new fan base. So just for shits, here we go. I'm popping the I'm popping the link in here right now. There we go, guys. All righty. Okay, so next up is Anteaters Eating Giants. Anteaters Eating Giants is coming up now. And the name of this track is, it's a Final Fantasy VII remake. But it's a jazz remake. This is called Final Fantasy VII Remake One Winged Angel Jazz Arrangement. All right. Let's go. Guys, ready? Let's see what this sounds like. This will be interesting. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sorry. Oh, this is great. I guess Nobu Umatsu. This is another version from him. I think. Yeah, but now it's a whole different vibe this way. Ooh, this section. Roll your eyes back in your head. Oh, the bass. Ooey, gooey bass. I know Turnip, but it's so far out there, I'm having a hard time connecting the two. I mean, this particular arrangement's being so progressive. Ah, yes. Smoking walking bass there. Some soothing riffage. Such a pleasure to listen to this. A little bit of this, it reminds me of some vibe. And a drunken elephant. Jazzy fusion turn right there. Left hand work, love that. drums sound fantastic. This is so kick-ass. That's all I have to say. The drummer's using a timbali-style approach to some of his percussive work there. What a beautiful track. Did we not? Come on, guys. Everybody that's here in the stream, there's only a handful of us here. Did you not love that? I don't care where you sit in the pool of genres that you love. There's something about hearing a track like this that just kind of pulls in everything, that you can pull out something from listening to a track like this and see how it has influenced genres going forward. Primarily for me, it's listening to the musicianship. But listening to certain little bits and pieces going, yeah, this led to a little bit more of an R&B rock thing, and this led to a little more of this and a little more of a fusion and stuff. But I love the fact that this is kind of a track where it's like the musicians that have written and composed and done their things to get hired to do, they go, oh, okay, let's do it the way we want to do it, you know, and then we get something like this. So, hey, driver, how are you? So, yeah, this was a wonderful listen. I really enjoyed it. I was so chill right then listening through it. Ha dang. All right, next up is It Snows in Australia. We have a song here for you. Thank you very much for your donation. I don't even know if It Snows hung around. He may have bailed already. Oh, there he is. It Snows in Australia. We are doing a song. Oh, wait. This is one of yours. Quoi? Do tell. The message is, this is for SB. SB, are you here? I know you're lurking at work, but just in case, and if you can't type in because your boss is watching you and you're doing the coffee mouse thing, you know, just in case you're being, you know, you know. What's that called? What's that thing that the work-at-homers do? Where they have a program that moves their mouse and makes it look like they're working. So if anybody's lurking from the work from home things, what's a coffee mouse trick or something? I forgot. Anyhow, this is by Snows in Australia. It's one of our usual suspects here. And the name of the song is Nicole O'Connor. And the message is, this is for SB. So let's do this. Let's go. Hey, Burge. Uh-oh, SB's lurking. Here you go.
I was driving down the street, man. It was in the middle of winter, man. It was so cold out. There was snow everywhere. It was icy, man. And I'm coming around the corner. I'm going so fast. I'm sliding out. I'm young and dumb. I'm sliding out. I'm young and dumb. I'm sliding out.
I love the bass tone in this. It's a nice little rubbery bottom
I
there.
don't know. I think that ditch moved on me, man. That's some old bullshit right there. I couldn't get back out. I was stuck in the middle of winter on this icy, cold road. And I was like, man, that's just like Nicole O'Connor, just like Nicole O'Connor, just like Nicole O'Connor. And then you know what happened?
It Snows. Is that you on the guitar?
Some dude in the truck just happened to be driving by, and he popped out and he said, hey man, you need to tell out of that ditch. And he had the cable ready and everything, man. He was like some kind of fucking angel,
I like this, buddy. I like how you played around with the rhythm on that.
Wilde said, if you want to be a grocer or a general or a politician or a judge, you will invariably become it. That is your punishment. If you never know what you want to be, if you live what some might call the dynamic life, but I will call the artistic life, if each day you are unsure of who you are and what you know, you will never become anything, and that is your reward.
What a trippy track. What was the motivation for that? I mean, what was the creative run behind it? I love the structure of everything being just as very experimental, more of an experimental kind of vibe. But it had a really nice kind of rhythmic vibe to it. I'm not talking about tempo. I'm not even talking about how, the snare and everything. It's just a really great balance between the bass composition and the snare and the nuanced things, and also the cadence of the individual who was speaking, And I really dug your guitar tone. When you did a little bit of that, I was going, damn, that's some really clean, sounded like some really, almost sounded like Telecaster-ish or single coil. But dang, it's Stones in Australia hitting us up with that stuff. Look at that. How is that? Are you the individual that was speaking? That's what I'm trying. Is that all step up, or is that you took little snippets of certain things for that part of the performance? Wow, I thought it sounded fantastic. I thought you've played a couple things here, and you've played a couple things for me, and I do like your work and stuff. But this one was stand out for me. I really dug this track, man. Badass, dude. It's all you there. Badass. I loved it. Well done, buddy. Here, I'm going to put this here for just in case anybody wants to put it on their playlist there. There you go, my friends. Okay, next up, Rotten Soundgarden. Rotten Soundgarden, is you here? We are going to be doing something called Postmodern Jukebox. Is that actually a genre? I've never heard of that. This is Postmodern Jukebox is actually the name of the artist, and the song that they're covering is Black Hole Sun. Okay, sorry. Hi, your Geebness. Bruh. Honoring half my fake name, here is a PMJ cover of Soundgarden's classic. The array of talented musicians and guest vocalists PMJ has always amazes me. I always learn something new. But Postmodern Jukebox, so I think that would kind of be a pretty sick name of a genre to be figured out. Okay, here we go.
In my eyes, indisposed.
Oh.
In disguises no one knows. Hides the face, lies the snake, and the sun in my disgrace.
Wow.
Boiling heat, summer stench. Neath the black, the sky looks dead.
Beautiful blend with the trombone and the sax.
Through the cream, and I'll hear you scream again. Black hole sun, won't you come?
Oh my God.
And wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come.
This goes to show you the beauty of songs when they get
Stuttering,
maneuvered in different ways, but the beautiful chord changes and
still
stuff.
warm, tired friend. Times are gone for honest men, and sometimes far too long for stays in my shoes, walking
Oh,
sleep.
what a beautiful
In my
voice.
youth, I pray to keep on. Heaven sent hell away, and no one sing like you anymore. Black hole sun, won't you come?
I love what the piano's doing right there.
Wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you
Oh, great engineering. Jeez, with the drums. Oh. Big ambience for the drums. Or like a small plate vibe.
hang my head, drown my fear, till you all just disappear. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Black hole sun, black hole sun, won't you come? Black hole sun, black hole sun, won't you come? Black hole sun, black hole sun, won't you come? Black hole sun, black hole sun.
They gave us that dun 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 just to give us that, finality of the rock element of it. And the only thing that was, if I would consider that being like the rock element, I'm telling you guys, that was probably one of the most incredible covers I've ever heard in my life of a song. And also what it really yields for me, that's why I was so shut up about it while I was listening to it. The other thing that it yields to me is how wonderful the chord changes were in the original song that I think may not have gotten a lot of attention because the track in of itself was such an incredible hit that, I'm sure there are other people who've listened to the original track and stuff and glowed about the chord changes and stuff, but it really came to fruition, or it really came to bloom in a rearrangement like this, where they didn't have to go too far outside of the original to make it work for such, for these musicians. Yes, it was rearranged. Yes, it was changed up a bit. And this guy's vocals. What? Hands down, that was one of the best cover songs of anything I've ever heard in my little old man surfer life. And but as a composer and everything, I think still yet what they did to the song was a much bigger tip of the hat to the original version. And why one of the reasons probably that song was so tremendous and such a hit is it was released in an era during grunge or alternative where things were a little more salt of the earth, bluesier rock, original kind of grindy tracks, you know, the Nirvana, the Pearl Jam era, and, you know, Alice in Chains and all that. And this had these beautiful melody and stuff. This was a badass version. I can't say enough. Yes, I can. Badass version. And here it is right here, guys. Add it. Please add it to your playlist. Great Sage Sun, is you in the house? Great Sage Sun, in the house. Are you here? I'm playing your song. Great Sage Sun. I'm sorry. I just fucked up the whole vibe of the song before. I'm such a bobo. All right, guys. Great Sage Sun, you are now up, and thank you for your contribution as well in your dono. This is a song called Dominum, or no, the band is called, or the artist Dominum, and the name of the song is The Dead Don't Lie. Apparently we're into some heavy metal. Another band I saw recently, they weren't the headliners, but they stole the show. Ah, very well said. Okay, this is from Great Sage Sun. The band is Dominum, and the song is The Dead Don't Lie. All right. Bing. You know this is going to bang when they open up with a toy piano.
Don't be sad. This is the tale of the living dead. I'm gonna make it a lullaby. Don't be scared. No, the dead don't die.
Huge. Oh, this sounds badass. Great mix.
Hush, little angel, close your eyes. Dream up a world of a million lives. Don't be afraid of what waits ahead.
I love how they leave a little essence of the Celeste or the toy piano back there.
What shall we conquer the fallen land? We'll be together, come what may. Come rain or shine till the end of days. Don't be scared in the dark of night. You will know when the time is right. Deep inside, we are one in the final fight. Don't be scared, no, the dead don't die. Don't be scared.
Massive power call to action kind of vibes here. Especially with the darkness of the choral composition in the back to accent the hits.
Hush, little sweetie, don't you cry. Who said there won't be an afterlife? We'll be together now, fall asleep. I'll be
Great vocal production. I love the backgrounds on this.
Don't be scared.
It's giving me that Nightwish style of music. Slightly not quite as symphonic metal, but it's definitely giving me that. Like this section here is massive.
Don't be scared, no, the dead don't die. Don't be scared, no, the dead don't die. This is a tender lullaby. Don't be scared, no, the dead don't die.
I love it when lead guitar work structures something at the beginning. I'll break it down in a second.
Scared of the dead. Don't be scared in the dark of night. You will know when the time is right. Deep inside, we are one in the final fight. Everyone's coming home.
Yeah, that's such a great pre-hook delivery right there.
Be scared, no, the dead don't die. Don't be scared, no, the dead don't die. Don't be scared of the dead. This is a lullaby. Don't be scared, no, the dead don't die.
This is a new release only 4 months ago. what a kick-ass track. And I'll tell you what, you know, even though I put out that video the other day on the channel about, you know, the future of metal engineering and stuff, and this was probably an excellent example of reining that into the minimum and allowing the power of the arrangement, the musicians, the performances to really rip through, you know, sticking a lot closer to maybe a little more traditional engineering techniques. I loved the punchiness of the background choral work on that. It sounded like they were actually doubling what the lyrics were. The other thing is what I was saying earlier about what an appropriate face to land on. When I love what lead guitar players do, a lot of times when it's time for that solo, you know, it's usually, let's go. It's a solo, albeit worked out or not. And it could have been improv, you know, or it could have been comped. It doesn't matter. But what I love what this musician did is that he gave us a bit of a melody for us. I think it was the first 4 bars. He gave us a melody to kind of lean into. He didn't start going off until he gave us something to sink our teeth into. And then he circled back to it and did a harmony. And then he did a little bit of a passage turnaround, brought us back into that repetitive melodic reminder. And then the last 4 bars is when he tore it up and went off. But as far as the production and the songwriting, it does remind me of more of that whacking. I don't know how to exactly quite say that correctly. Symphonic metal type band vibe, where, you know, the giant churches and the castles and the battles and that whole kind of you know, Nordic, if that's a safe way to say it, Nordic warring style type of, you know, and plus a lot of music like that has lore, from what I'm understanding and I'm learning. There's, you know, powerful lore into that kind of music, and it sounds like the particular poem. So I don't know if that's a derivative of, or that was something that came up and it was allowed to be used because it was no longer copywritten, or if they ran with it. But that was very recognizable. So I thought it was great. Obviously, I think we all recognized it, and that's why they opened it up with also the toy piano sound as a lullaby, except obviously by the looks of it, it wasn't much of a lullaby unless it was a death lullaby of sorts. So, yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You know, I'm done with the donos. I have one more to do, and you know what? I actually going to have a little bit of time for some Wheel of Cheese. So those of you that are hanging in for the Wheel of Cheese, I'm going to have some time. We're going to hit some Wheel of Cheese. Are you guys stoked about that? I'm sorry, what? I can't hear you guys. I lost my chat. No one's chatting anymore. No one's leaving any chat messages. There, some cheesy. But before I do, actually, believe it or not, it snows in Australia. I was listening to the track. I don't know if you're still here. And when I was listening to your track, it made me remember, oh my God, I got a track. It's not similar to that, but it reminded me of something that when I took some vocals from something else and decided to kind of assemble it with something, this was like my, so this is one of my tracks, okay, just to make it clear. I'm not, you know, gonna not, but this is my first attempt, and you guys are gonna be the judges on this. This is my first attempt of what I thought was kind of trance electro music, maybe with a little dubsteppy. I didn't know what to call it, so here we go. I look forward to you straightening me out of what genre this is, but this is something I wrote how long ago? 13 years ago. And so here you guys go. This is something I did. I have never done anything like this again because I was just trying it out, but I figured since It Snows did that, and it kind of triggered me for a little bit. This is for you guys to now you guys judge me. Okay, I put myself out there. Okay, so this is my own. This is the only time I ever tried this. I'm probably off on the genres what I thought I was writing, but here we go. I leave this to you guys. Boing. Oh my God.
That in the time of the 12 Bactum,
13 Ajao,
and 13 Ahau,
el regreso de los abuelos, el retorno de los hombres sabios.
it is the return of the men of wisdom.
tomen gran miedo al mundo.
So I am here with you giving you this message right now is not to be afraid and take this message, spread it throughout the world.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. I still have a dream. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. That all men are created equal.
Never give in. Never, never, never.
What was I thinking?
There is an indefinable, mysterious power that pervades everything. I feel it, though I do not see it. It transcends the senses.
I guess it does have a steampunky thing.
Inherit the earth.
Yeah, it's 13 years ago.
But in the time of the 12 Bactun,
13 ajao,
and 13 Ahau,
el regreso de los abuelos, el retorno de los hombres sabios.
it is the return of the men of wisdom.
Que no que tomen gran miedo al mundo.
So I am here with you giving you this message right now is not to be afraid and take this message, spread it throughout the world.
I so forgot about this track.
There is an indefinable, mysterious power that pervades everything. It transcends the senses.
Must have been so high when I wrote this.
There is an indefinable, mysterious power that pervades everything. I feel it, though I do not see it. It transcends the senses.
Oh! Oh shit! I didn't watch this. I forgot about that shot. Oh shit! That's hilarious. I'm dying. Oh my God, I took myself way too fucking seriously on this track apparently, because if I did that artwork back, what, this is like 13 years ago, oh my God, no, you don't want to see that. Wait a second, I'll move over. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was me about 15 pounds lighter. That's about 15 years ago. I was surfing, where is that? That's actually in Costa Rica. Anyhow, yeah, thanks for listening to that. I forgot I did that until I would listen to that song from It Snows, and then I was like sort of like hyper scrolling through shit. And anyhow, I'm glad you guys kind of liked it. Maybe I should go back to it and maybe remaster it and put it out. What do you think? Or just remaster it and maybe make some funky video or something. I don't know. Something of that nature. Anyhow, thanks a lot for listening. Yeah, need more contrast. Wait, did somebody mention Lowrider? No, you guys, yeah, nobody mentioned Lowrider. Anyhow, because I have a cover of that I did. Anyhow, here, by the way, somebody said they wanted to... Beep. There's the video link right there to this, if you care to care. It's got no comments on it. I did this literally, when you look at it, you'll see it's 13 years ago. Think. So it's kind of funny. Anyhow, thank you guys. I'm missing the cowbell, yes. You know. Do it. Do what, SB? Well, let me see here. Let's get ready for some Wheel of Cheese. Boop-a-doo-doo, boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo. See here. Yeah, I played that Lowrider cover a long time ago. Turn up. All right, let's get ready here for some Bean the Cheese. Let me get my ducks in a row here. Stand by. Let me do. Low rider. Okay, refreshing. Yes, we're going to start off with Queso Nuevo. This is going to be a small cheese run here because there's not a lot of people here. I think there's only about 25, 30 folks hanging around. My usual suspects. I don't think there's any lurkers. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Albitter Jitsisisl. How's it? First time chat? What's going on? Welcome. Oh, I got 62 folks hanging out. Oh, fantabulous. All right, guys. Oh, God, oh my God. I'm looking back at that picture of me. Ah, my days. Actually, what's really funny about that picture, I'll tell you, really quick backstory. That particular board that I'm on is on a first run EPS style longboard. It's made out of an epoxy. It's like 2 5/8. Thing only weighs about 7.5 pounds. It's a high performance 9-foot longboard that was shaped for me to surf pipeline. You know, because then I'd still be able to have the length to get me to drop in and stuff, but I had the gunniness and still keeping the maintenance of it as being a longboard to make that first death-defying drop. So yeah, good pick though. Yeah, it is kind of a hell of a pick, isn't it? I'll take. This is just me. I'm coming. This particular picture is I'm flying out of a big bowl, a speed zone, and what I had to do is that I don't know if you guys know, if anybody knows anything about surfing. The shoulder of a wave is after the wave's breaking, and the shoulder is what's running off, and you still surf on it. The shoulder on this one was starting to slope in and kind of horseshoe. So what I was doing there is I was like literally stepping on the brakes while I was kind of slapping back a cutback. You could tell how my shoulders are already turning into it. So really, if the guy would have taken a picture about another 2 seconds later, it would have been a big whoosh. But hey, I'll take that one. Oh, another bingo. Why? Was I talking about surfing? Was that it? Geebz talks about surfing. All right, guys, here we go. Wheel of Cheese. This is from yesterday's. No worry. Right here, guys, this is going to be queso fresco for the newbies. Let's see what we got here. Well, the back is photoshopped, obviously. We actually have no queso fresco? Are you kidding me? I'm going to do this one more time. It could be that we don't only have X amount of folks in here. Here we go. Guys, we have no... Oh, right there. We have one. Wait a second. Yeah, we have one. I'm still going to spin it because this has never happened in our lives. One newbie. I'm still spinning it because we can. Are you guys ready? Let's see who it might be. Spin. Well, it looks like Uxarion. If you're still here, bro, you got to come in and say hi. Uxarion, come in and say hi. You've won. So let's see what... okay, remember, guys, the rules are nothing over 7 minutes, though. Okay, guys? Look, you see, you won, brah. There he is right there. Everybody say hi to him. He's our only newbie doobie. Hee hee. Guys, he wants us to listen to a game OST called... I don't know if I've ever done anything from this. Infamous 2. And the name of the song is And I Thought I Was a Pyro. Oop, this might be a little devastating kind of music. Let's go. Looks like a very big horror style piece of music. Whoops, let me switch over, sorry. I love it how it sounds like it's only one cello. I was gonna say cholo. One cello holding. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, pretty much Rotten Soundgarden. What a great little mix of instrumentation here. You have the muted acoustic. Go ahead. Seemingly. And each one of these arrangements mostly are individual instruments, not groups of them. I like that. Oh, did you hear what the cellos did there? They dropped down on that half step. When was this game released? There is a double bass in there, way down there. Years ago, huh? You can really hear the isolation of the individual instruments. A little bit of a synthy thing happening behind it. The vocals back there. What a fun listen. I really enjoyed that. I think one of the things that I had mentioned that I really just kind of am remembering from this experience is the fact that everything was done like I said, in a very intimate way. It was one cello, one viola, one violin. There could have been maybe a slight overdub because there was some thickness in one of the violin passes. It sounded like it was either maybe 2, 3 violins, or maybe there was just another pass just to make it a little richer. And it also had that kind of, the vibe of the track was like hunting. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? Like in this particular, whatever this track represented in the game, possibly was something that was along the lines of a hunting kind of vibe or something like that. You know, so anyhow, Xuron, thank you so much, man. And that's the first time it's ever happened when I've only had one person on Queso Nuevo. So you're a hero, man. And thanks for coming in and chatting too as well. Super cool beans. Más queso pobre, por favor, para todo. A ver. Dame un momento porque necesito un button. Okay, guys, here we go. Let's see what we got here now. This is queso pobre. Look at that. Not so beefy because we got small group of peoples here. Are you guys ready? Everybody ready for some speen? Hello? Speen? Speen? Okay, here we go. There we go. Charging it up for the speen. 1 a.m.s, I like that. Here we go. Krabby 9000, are you here, Krabby? Krabby 9000. Crab 9000 would like us to, that's with a K, right? Yeah. Crab with a K. Oh, we're going to listen to some Himiko Kikuchi. Himiko Kikuchi. You guys, have I listened to any of Himiko Kikuchi? Let's see. The name of this track is called Look Your Back. Okay. This is the opening track from the 1987 album called Flying Beagle. Sometimes you can judge an album by its cover. Keyboardist Himiko Kikuchi composed and arranged most of the album, and some of the tracks were written by her husband, who plays guitar on them. Oh, okay. I love that. All right, let's go. There's that 80s production. I love it. Come on, guys. Get those emojis flying. Let's go. We got some funkiness in this. That 80s octave. Back. This is such a wonderful piece of music, but nostalgically, I'm waiting to see like a scene from Chips. Remember the TV show in the 80s with the CHP officers? I'm just saying, crap. I just gotta, yeah. Eric and Larry. And a lot of it really has to do with that bass. You know, doing the octave. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt if there was a little bit of the George Benson sprinkles in there. But this was also in the era of the drum machine, which I'm not saying that's what it is, but it's sus to me. Ooh, is that a Prophet VS? Those pads? Nice. Great expression to that. Oh, that old little moogie sound. Shouldn't do that. Very hooky, too. Oh, save a space for the jawbone. I love that track. What a great track. It reminds me, and it might be in the same era, but it reminds me, I worked on a couple of albums in the 80s with Keiko and Kazu Matsui. If any of you guys from back in the day remember that name and stuff like that. Very similar kind of vibes during, it's, you know, that kind of thing. And also during the Hiroshima era, also of the late 70s, early 80s. You know, there was some of that stuff. You know, and my dad did a bunch of arrangements for Hiroshima also back in the day as well. But I was a second engineer at a recording studio in North Hollywood called Studio Sound. And so Keiko and Kazu always did their albums there, or at very least overdubs. So I had an opportunity to work with them, but it had that same kind of vibe. This is just kind of the world where it was, you know, kind of into, you know. So let's go for one more wheel of cheese. What do you say, guys? Another wheel of cheese? Rando cheese? We all love cheese. Seems to be available on rent. Oh, is it available on rent on Prime? I'm going for it. Thank you so much for looking that up, Snows. Okay, let's go for some more wheel of cheese, is what I'm thinking. What do you say? I don't think we have any new viewers. Should I check the new viewers just in case, since that was the last one? What do you think? Should I check the noob? Okay, let's check for noob. I mean, because that was kind of rando, right? Only having one noob. Let's see if we had any other noobs sneak in. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Do we have any noobs? Oh, we have 4 noobs. Okay. We have 4 noobs that piled in. So let's go. Let's spin. Let's see what we got. Remember, noobs, by the way, I'm just saying, hey, hello there. We got somebody new here. So really quick, noobs. Nothing over 7 minutes in this, so let's here we go. Let's see if I the coop. Hey, look at you, bro. You came in, you said aloha, you threw in the good juju. Let's see what I the coop wants. Is everybody, I the coop's in the house too, also said hi to us in the chat. So let's see what I the coop wants us to check out. Maybe it'd be something super fancy doodle. Oh, you guys are going to love this because you guys love Genshin Impact. So let's see what we're doing here. This track is Genshin Impact. The song is Absolutio, Absoluta, Absolutissime. It's the combat theme of a boss in the second phase called Arlecchino. Sounds like something I would get at Starbucks. Arlecchino. And is the only one who leads the orphanage of the antagonist faction of the game called the Fatui, where they indoctrinate them and make them soldiers of the organization. All right, the Coop, you have won, and I shall play your track. Congratulations, bro. Ooh. Ooh, I love this. I love live. This sounds fantastic over those stems. What a tone to the voice there. Like second alto. That's a little thing playing such a huge organ. I'm wondering if the musicians are listening to just a click track and they're not all this intense stem work. Wow, what a trippy performance. First of all, I love the fact this was live. This is always really fun to watch musicians playing. You can get a better sense of what's happening. A lot of times in what we don't, and I don't talk about often because I don't necessarily hear it as clear as to point it out, but in big arrangements like this, how important the piano is in parts where there's a lot of ostinatos or arpeggiated types of phrases in the string sections where the piano is playing the exact same, but the attack of the piano is that just that little infinitesimal more of a velocity kind of a exclamation point on, you know, those dotted notes or, you know, in those agitated ways of playing. Obviously, this is to what we call stems or to additional tracks or playing over the tracks. However, I'm guessing that this also looks obviously that the video in of itself was staged. They were really playing music, obviously. I mean, they were playing their instruments. but I'm more curious on whether or not that the heavier synth parts, when it jumped into that more, digi EDM-y darkness and with the harder arpeggiations, if that was maybe left out of the cans of the musicians and they were just getting, or maybe they're getting smaller elements than that. And it was kind of obvious that the string players were playing over existing pads and stuff to make it fatter and richer. But I thought it was a great track. I thought it was a crazy cool track. A wonderful way to end the stream. Should I do one more? Should I do one more queso pobre? How about that? How about we do one more queso pobre and then I definitely have to go. Okay? So I'm going to refresh. Let's do a queso pobre. And let's see what we got here. Thank you, I the Coop, for coming in here and hanging out. Here we go. Queso pobre. Do you see your name there? Do you see your name there? I don't see my name there. Okay, guys. Let's spleen. Ready? 3, a 2, a 1. Nothing over 7 minutes, please. Who's coming up next? Oh! Oh, Mason! Oh, my God! Mason, you were right there. I know you always hanging in there for, your time in the light. And it was just, I was like, oh, okay, good. It's Mason. Oh, no. But good for Senjrot. No, please don't, Mason. So let's see what Senjrot wants. Okay, guys, the final song of the stream is going to be coming from Cyberpunk 2077. Let's see what we got here. This track is called Resist and Disorder. Sounds like well, I'm not going to tell you what it sounds like. One of the songs from the in-game radio. Okay, guys, let's do this. Once again, this is Cyberpunk 2077, Resist and Disorder, the final Wheel of Cheese. Queso Pobre and Senjrot is the winner. We're doing this. Here we go. I wasn't expecting that. Womp womp.
I am the man who holds the keys. I sow the seeds, and I got what you need. I live in fire. I am discord. I destroy.
I wonder if these songs were specifically written to the game or did a music supervisor pull them for the game. It says the artist here is Rezodrone, Jason Charles Miller, and Jameson Boaz. They want rice balls? Is that what they're saying? Oh, rise up. Thank you. I love that synthy sequence, that old, darker.
Behind the veil is the machine.
And they're also using it as a lower synth drone. You hear it?
Devouring all your dreams. My hand is firm upon the wheel. I control. I am the demon.
I like how they do that. This part of the synth.
Hate for the world, the birth
little bit of a Trent, 9 Inch Nails vibe. Really nice chugginess in the guitars. So that Marilyn Manson vibe too, I'm hearing spaces of that as well. Soundgarden. What a kick-ass way to end the stream, because everything burns and I got to go to the bathroom. No, I'm kidding. Cyberpunk. So yes, you did say that somebody had mentioned that this was actually constructed for the video game and it isn't a source off of an album that was pulled in. But apparently, I do recall from the journey, I've had a couple of listens to Cyberpunk music, that they did have, that the radio played a really important part of playing Cyberpunk, you know, driving in cars and stuff like that. So a lot of the music would come in and come out like that, or come in like that. So anyhow, guys, listen. Lisa, did you just show up? Sorry, dear, I'm leaving. But thank you guys so much. I did this in a couple of hours, and I was able to finish up all of my requests and everything. I want to thank you guys for coming in and